Hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another Project Cars career mode. And in the last episode we began our championship final for the Ginetta Juniors UK finals, and well, it was a bit of a mixed result in the first two races. The first one we came 10th, which was not really that great of a solid performance if I'm honest, and the second one we won the race by 4.7 seconds, so that was a good return to form. But now we move on from those two races into the final three, and we still have a lot of work to do because we are 4th in the standings, and I'm 4th in the standings for drivers, and in terms of the constructors I am 4th as well in that, only 3 points behind Barlow. So if we can put in a solid performance at Donington Park National, our next race, we should be able to get past them, and hopefully I can move my way up in the championship to take the lead. So let's do this. We are off to Donington Park National. This is a 1.95 assuming kilometer track with 10 turns. Apparently the vehicle record here is 58 seconds, but that's definitely not true because that will be 100% hacked, because I do not believe you can get around this track in 58 seconds, so that's, yep, it's definitely hacked. But oh well, we'll see what performance we put in our Ginetta. Once again, I believe I'll be starting off the back of the grid as I normally do. And, well, for the first time ever in this championship, we've got rain. So we had night racing in the last race, and now we've got rain in this one.
Remember, the first lap is our best chance to make up some places.
And he's not going to be wrong with that statement, as it is hammering down here. But we are away in what is a rain-soaked Donington Park, and once again it's going to be a fantastic start from me as we go towards the first corner. Can we get it up to 6th? We'll have to wait and see. Yes, up the inside we get 6th, and I'm going to be pushing, I believe it's Frischkorn. I think we're going 3 wide here. That's risky. I managed to get past them though, and up the inside of Daniel Payne there too, so that was a beauty of a start from me, right up in the third, right off the bat. As it looks like Sony Curtis is getting pretty loose. Oh no, I've got even looser. And I'm way off the track. Oh, that is being disastrous.
The exit and miss out on the entry, but two different ways of driving around there. Bit of curb clipping and more curb.
I'm going to come back on and hopefully not hit anyone. I haven't, so that's good, but I've dropped a plethora of positions from what was 3rd to now 8th. So once again, not a great. It was going to be a great start until that moment. Now I've got to drive back into contention for the race win. We're going to get up the inside of Daniel Kerr, and down the straight we go now. We're going to slide past Rodney Tower here, and we might be able to get Tom Garton into this corner. If we're lucky. Yep, up the inside, clean move. That puts us behind Frischkorn now. Alex Greenland is leading from Daniel Payne, from Sony Curtis, Tom Frischkorn, and then myself. We'll see if we can get Frischkorn into the first corner. We'll give it a go. Oh, no, going to be too far back to make that one stick for now. The rain is absolutely pouring down here, so one false move, like I did in lap 1, and you're going to be spinning. And I've made the same mistake again, but not as badly. That's been disastrous, as I'm going to come back on, and I've had contact there with, I don't know who that was, but now that's caused there to be a gap break off in the field. This is really not helping my championship hopes, as I think there might be 2 cars having a problem here with the standing water on this racetrack, as I'm around the outside now of Frischkorn. Got to watch here, the rain is coming down and there is aquaplane puddles beginning to form. Going to try and get up the inside of Sony Curtis here, who is the championship leader going into this race, but is struggling for any real pace here, and I managed to do him. And now he's going to lose out the Frischkorn on the straight as well, so he's going to lose 2 positions in one straight. That's disastrous for him. But now we've got to chase down the 2 race leaders, but I am up into the podium, so good days for me. Still not where I'd like to be, so I'm going to try and hunt down these top 2, which are extending their gap. I'm going to brake much earlier this time and get that turn in that I wanted. Frischkorn, I believe, is trying to get alongside me, and he did. Nudged him out of the way. The top 2 are absolutely flying away, and I'm struggling to find any real pace to catch them, so...
That's your fastest time in Sector 2 so far today. Great job.
They're putting time on me, but I'm doing my best to claw it back, as it's really right now a 2-horse race between Daniel Payne and Alex Greenland for the race lead. But it is a race I'm trying to join, and I am gaining on them now. We are halfway through this race, 5 minutes to go.
Just at your own personal best fastest lap. Keep it up. 5 minutes remaining.
Into the first corner we go. I'm going to get the braking done nice and early to make sure I don't mess up the corner, and that's helped me a lot there. So we're coming to be right behind Daniel Payne. Oh, he is... Daniel Payne is trying his best to attack the back of Greenland, as I am now reeling myself into this battle. Oh, here he goes. He's up the inside. Daniel Payne's into the lead. No, Greenland's got it. Oh, they're arguing over the position at the moment. I'm trying to stay back and not get caught up in their calamities at the moment. But it's getting quite scary here, as I've given him a nudge, and now I'm going to get the racing line off of the corner, and that's Daniel Payne down.
Keep it up.
Now it's just the race leader, Alex Greenland, next up. Dexburn Racing, the man I've argued with over many a championship race. And it comes down to the good old battle between me and him once again in the rain. But I've got this drive. I'm going to slot it down the inside into the first turn. Be hard on the brakes, and we make that one stick. Here comes Daniel Payne once again, but we are now into the lead, and comfortably into the lead. Now it's our turn to try and put a gap on those 2. Oh, I've messed up the braking zone, but it hasn't hurt me too badly, but that's going to allow Greenland to get back in front again. I didn't manage to run it off the track this time though, but as you can see, getting the braking line wrong can seriously mess you up. So I'm now going to go up the inside of Greenland again. Do not believe he's alongside. Maybe he is. I have no idea. Yes, he is still alongside me. Now he's behind me. I'm back to the race lead.
To go.
Into the first turn. You get hard on those brakes. as with these races, it is mostly about trying to be as methodical as possible and not mess up. Now, as you can see here, I've taken a closer line to the corner and beautifully gotten it this time. Still 1 second down, but I don't think we're going to be finding much more pace in this race due to the tricky weather conditions. Did that to scrub off some speed in order not to cop a penalty while I'm in the race lead, because that could really hurt my race if that were to happen. But yep, the race pace is not going to be there as it is continuing to get heavier and heavier around this track. The next lap shall be the last one of this race, so just got to keep it clean, and another race victory for me. As I have left Greenland in the dust, he is gone.
Final lap. Steady as she goes and will take the win. She deserves it.
Into the first turn. And get it nicely on the apex. Got to watch it though, because those apexes can be very slippery when wet, as I've experienced much in an F1 game. Oh no! This is not F1, this is Project Cars 2, so the physics are obviously different. But still, there is a chance that you can slide on these curbs and absolutely ruin the race. Once again, there's not much pace that's been laid down because it is absolutely pouring on this track right now. But we are still going to keep it clean. Look towards another race victory.
That's your fastest second sector so far. Keep it up.
As we are 4 seconds over Greenland, so this is going to be a comfortable race win in tricky wet weather conditions. But we played the game, and we played the game well. So as we come through the final corner, out the other side, it's going to be yet another win for F.Ivo Motorsport in the hands of me. Alex Greenland holds on for second place, with Daniel Payne rounding out the podium. As we unlock an achievement there, which was, hang on. Well, we unlocked achievement there for driving in all 4 seasons on one track. So that was cool. But yeah, a 6.9 second margin to second place. An absolute domination. Once again, my teammate though, not doing very well down in 10th. But hopefully with my win, we've done enough as a team, gained some solid points. So there you go, I take the win. Alex Greenland second, Daniel Payne in third. Daniel Payne, however, will get the fastest lap, so that will not be me today. That's a beautiful 35 points for the victory, and we gain 46 points as a team, so not too bad there. So looking to the championship now, I've moved up to second place, only 4 points behind Greenland, and Sony Curtis, who was our championship leader going into this, has dropped down to 4th after what must have been a disappointing race. My teammate is still down in 10th, so yep, not very good for him, but in terms of me, this is very good for the championship. As for the teams, Dexburn Motorsport has continued to stay in the lead, Vane Racing in second, but Team.F.Ivo Racing has moved up into a comfortable third by 9 points. No, 10 points. 11 points. 11 points, I can't maths. Yeah, 11 points, so that's good. But we are still 23 points behind second, so I do not see us catching that unless we have a solid final 2 races. But my teammate Brumler has been pretty shit. But nevertheless, we move on to our next race now, which is Silverstone, the Silverstone International. So this is also a race we have previously done. I don't think this is a new circuit, to my knowledge. I might be wrong. Kinda does look like a new circuit to me, maybe I'm wrong. I know we have done Silverstone before, Actually, yes, this is a new circuit, I've just noticed, because this one does not have the famed carousel section. So yes, this is a different race circuit, and this is our penultimate race of this championship. And it looks like it's going to be yet another rain race. We had rain in the last race, and we've got rain in this one. 5 red lights, and away we go. And it's going to be yet another incredible start from me, as I'm gonna go past a plethora of people into the first turn. Gets myself up into 7th. Oh, there's been a collision. Race controls told me to go back to 7th, so I must yield those positions, unfortunately. But there has been drama off at the start of this race already. 3 wide into the corner, but I get up the inside. That's the way we'd normally be going, but not going that way today. So this is the Silverstone National Circuit, as that's Daniel Payne. He's not had a very good run. I've got Frischkorn behind me, so it was the teammate of Alex Greenland, so this is going to hurt their points. As we go hard on the brakes into the corner. I'm going to try and go up the inside of Daniel Payne, but he's really deciding to play the championship game in this penultimate race. I'm going to get him under brakes here though, up the inside. Very wide in that corner, but I will be adjusting to this track over the course of this race, obviously, because I've never done it. But we are sitting in 6th after the first lap, so not too bad. We've gained 6 spots, but still some work to be had. As now Frischkorn is trying to attack my bumper, and I have quickly stopped any assault of that happening. Okay, so it appears you need to brake harder for that corner. Thought it only needed a light braking, but I was wrong. It needs a heck ton of braking. Hopefully they will let me get away with this race control, but we'll have to wait and see. Nope, they haven't, and I've gotten a 2-second penalty. So I've caught my first penalty of the championship in the penultimate race, and that's really going to hurt my championship hopes, because that's 2 seconds worth of penalties. So really, I now need to get to the front of this race and build a gap. So I'm going to be pushing now. As once again, Greenland is driving a penultimate. Greenland is driving an absolutely brilliant campaign here. There's really not much I can currently do to stop that assault. I've got to give it to Alex Greenland and Dexmo Motorsport. They are very quick. Very quick driver indeed. I almost did the same thing again, but made sure I corrected it this time, not to cop a penalty. But we are now right on the back of Alfie Pur, as the 3 leaders actually are running away with it at the moment. I'm going to try and sneak up the inside of Pur here. We'll go around the outside. Not going to get him here, so I'll have to get him under brakes into the next corner. I've got to get it done here. And I've told the 2 drivers ahead to get on with it. Otherwise I'm going to have them, which I am going to do now. As I put myself along the inside, and Rodney is still trying to attack me from the outside as we battle for 4th. into the first turn. He's yielded the position. That puts me up into 4th. So almost the podium now. Tom Garton has been very slow off in the corner, so I'm going to have him here into the next turn. Up the inside, gets the move done. That's put me into 3rd. And now from here, I've got a 5.5 second gap. That's increasing to close in on, as it is Sony Curtis and Greenland, the 2 championship leaders at different points. For myself, gun running for that spot, as I'm currently 2nd in the championship. Curtis is currently 4th and trying to claw back any real chance he can have of sneaking into this championship and keeping his hopes alive. My teammates reminding me of time that I have left. As meantime, I'm trying to carve out the gap, which I've begun to do.
Great final sector. That's your best so far.
Once again, my race pace in the rain has not really been evidently very great, but I am trying. I've now carved out a comfortable margin.
3 minutes remaining.
I've had to hit the brakes there and lose a 10th, probably, just to make sure I don't cop yet another penalty, because I have enough of a margin here that if the race ends this way, I will keep 3rd. But as you know, my current challenge is to try and get to the lead of this race. Thankfully, the other drivers are struggling as much as I am, so it's game on. As I brought myself to be 2.2 seconds behind now, 2.12, so the gap is closing. 1.9 now. So I'm really starting to reel in the leaders. Out on the brakes. And I'm now in the contention for the lead of this race. I've got Sony Curtis up next. I'm going to try to overtake in this corner, get it done. Here we go, up the inside, keeping it clean, and the move has been done. Now all that remains is a 1.2 second gap between me and Greenland. Once again, my old competitor. I've only got 1 minute though, so it looks like this may be his race unless I can get ahead quickly and get a gap. But having brake lock-ups like that is not going to help my assault. Right, I've got to do them here. It has to be done. I have forced my way up the inside and gotten it done. Now I need to put a 2 second gap on him this final lap. So it is all to play for right now. I have not got this race. I've got one hand on the trophy. I need to get the other one.
The final lap. Find out for the car behind. Don't let it get a run on you.
It's not enough. Yet. It is not enough. I've got to push. 1.6. I need 4 more tenths. This race is coming down to the wire with only a few corners to go. I've got the gap I need, I just need to maintain it. Cannot afford any mess ups now in these final corners. Get the turn in, the turn out. I've done it. Even with the 2 second penalty, I have somehow managed to cop the race win yet again. Nothing can stop me now.
What a win. Fantastic job.
2.7 seconds, just got there in the end. From Alex Greenland in second, with Sony Curtis rounding out the podium. I also get fastest lap, which is going to help my championship a bit. So that's 36 points for me, so another very good couple of points. Brumler finished 11th in this race, so absolutely disappointing for our team, but we still managed to score the most points from the round by 2. Now the championship. I have moved into the lead by 1 point, headed into the final race. This is going to be an interesting title decider, and David Brumler has dropped to 11th, so his championship hopes are well and truly over. As meanwhile, there is now only 19 points between Team F Ivo Racing and Vane Racing Team, but it appears that Dexbone Motorsport is going to wrap up the constructors without a doubt, if they keep their nose clean in this final race. Now for this championship finale, we are going to a track that we have never been to before, a brand new racetrack, which is Brands Hatch. Brands Hatch GP. It's a track we've never competed at before, but it's going to provide some action. And for this final race, we're going up to 15 minutes, as we're going to give the fans a spectacle, and the people watching this video a spectacle for the final race. There is 1 point in the championship, so this is a must-win round for either me or Greenland. So who will win? I suppose you'll have to wait and find out in 15 minutes of racing time. Will it be me and Car 14 for F.Ivo, or will it be Alex Greenland for Dexbone Motorsport in whatever number he is, because I don't know. Greenland is off the pole and I am starting from last, so I have all the work to do. And this is a brand new weather condition. It's snowing. We have snow, but away we go. A little bit of wheel spin. We managed to get away. I've never raced in the snow before, so I have no idea what conditions this is going to bring. But we are underway nevertheless. Into the first corner. Oh, there's been contact right off the bat. This finale is underway. We have 15 minutes of racing. But already I've thrown myself up to 6th for the second corner. I'm putting it up the inside of Daniel Payne now. I'm up to 4th. We've got Greenland and Curtis at the front once again. I believe Curtis's championship hopes, though, are over for him. He had a strong start to the season, but his mid-season pace has not been really on the ball, as I have now gone up the inside of both of them and put myself right behind Greenland, all ready for contention for race victory, but it is hard to see past another car here. I will not be able to get a run from here. Oh, I've driven over the corner. Lost out a bit. Greenland is definitely an experienced driver, I'll give you that. No matter if it's AI or not. Hard on the brakes. We go into the next corner. Oh. Be right behind him here. As we enter the final corner, I'm alongside. We are alongside each other coming out the corner. Oh, I've made a collision with him. That's allowed his teammate Frischkorn to get past. Oh, Greenland's falling down to 4th. Disastrous. That was real life. I would probably received a penalty, but this is Project Cars 2, so we don't care about any of that. There is 12 minutes to go in this race. The conditions are less than favourable, as just about every race we've had this season has been wet, snowing, or had some condition where the track surface was not very decent. Yes, as you can see from the state of my windshield, it is snowing, and the grip is less than ideal, I would say. Definitely less than ideal. tell you what, to be leading this race is definitely, there's definitely some pressure. Into the final corner with just over 2 minutes of racing to go.
He's doing 5 seconds behind. Good job.
I've got a 5-second gap on E2, so it's looking very good for me at the moment. And Greenland is 4th, which means if this stays the way it is right now, which it looks like inevitably it probably will, I am going to win this championship. Remember, I was leading to this race, but only by a singular point. I have had to call back this championship after that dismal 10th in the first race. But every other race this season I have won. And I'm currently leading the final one with just under 10 minutes to go. Oh, the aquaplane there. That's moments where you gotta hold your breath and hope your car keeps going straight. Because the moment you get in that aquaplane, there is no real there's no real surface of the wheel touching the ground, and it's like skating on ice. There's so much friction, or no, sorry, there's so little friction that you're just sliding. Unless you can get it under control again, it bodes very badly. But we are absolutely dominating the snow race at the moment by 7 seconds. Just under now, but by the time we get to the end of the straight to complete another lap, yep, 7 seconds. So yeah, we're pretty much leading by 7 seconds in this race, so we've got an absolutely brilliant gap, and I'm pretty much just cruising to the race win here, keeping my nose clean.
Fastest lap.
That is the fastest lap of the race, I believe. Which means one singular point is also going to be going into my bank as well. Now normally if there were conditions like this in real life, you probably wouldn't see any racing, because it would be just too dangerous to drive in weather that is this ferociously bad. But again, this is Project Cars, so we don't give a shit. We'll race in whatever weather we're given. Oh, the sun glare, holy cow. Oh, that is definitely bad in that part, the sun glare. Visibility is not exactly brilliant there. But we have got a whopping 10-second gap as Greenland is still down in 4th. So he has not managed to claw back any spots. In fact, Sony Curtis hasn't had the best of races either. He's down in 5th now. So the top 2, I believe, in the championship are both way down the points. Or second and third rather, because I am the top. God, I'm getting this majorly messed up. Apologies. But yes, this snow provides a very tricky condition to drive in, because it makes, as I said earlier, with talking about friction here, it makes this track like an ice skating rink to drive. And trying to get grip around these corners is a bit of a nightmare at times. So if it weren't for these all wet weather tyres, I'd be in massive trouble. As you can see, looking at the bottom of my screen, my tyres are stone cold. So I'm trying as best as I possibly can to get some heat into them in this race. As once again, the sun glare is hitting me on the track here in this part, which makes it very difficult to see indeed. I've now built up my gap to 12 seconds. I believe there should only be a couple more laps in this. probably 2, most likely. And that shall probably see the end of our race.
5 minutes to go.
We are just over 2/3 race distance. As the snow continues to fall here, we have increased our gap to 14 seconds, so this is not just a pure domination, this is a torrential domination. That's definitely not a thing. Basically, there's no word that can describe the level of domination I have done in this race. Like, I am 15 seconds ahead of the next driver.
4 minutes
15. Everyone else must be struggling for any real race pace today, as this has been pretty much the race from absolute dreams for me. You have to watch those puddles there, though. You can hear them aquaplaning. Starting to get a bit of sun glare in this corner. The gap is now 17 seconds. You may notice, yes, I am not doing a heck ton of commentary, but that is because I'm more focused on just trying to keep this race clean. But we are having an absolutely brilliant drive in the snow.
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
I'm currently setting the fastest lap of the race, which means I'm going to get those all-important points I need. A bonus point.
2 minutes to go.
As there is 2 minutes to go, so I expect there may be yet another lap in store for us in this race after this one. That's okay, as I am now a whopping 19 seconds, 20 seconds ahead of the race leader, the next driver rather. But it has become very dark on this track, so I would say that conditions certainly aren't going to get much favourable here. As you can see, my tyres are looking less than ideal here, but it's okay. The pressure of my tyres is still very good. Is coping with this race very well. So yes, we are now coming to what is going to be the final lap, and I have a whopping 20-second margin, so I'm miles ahead of anyone. So as long as I keep this and keep extending it, which I am furthering to do, it's going to be an absolutely abomination of a domination. On to the last lap.
That's the fastest final sector so far. Final lap. Got to say, just ease off a little and bring the car home.
My mechanic is telling me I can ease up on my driving, but I am going to just continue to keep myself clean, as there you go, there's a bit of aquaplaning on the inside of the corner there. As I am 23 seconds up now. .24, so the gap just keeps increasing. 25 seconds in the lead, so here we go, only 2 corners to drive. And I'm about to take the win, and with it, the championship. Here we go, into the final corner for the last time, and onto the straight to take the race and the championship win. Gets in. What a brilliant drive, as we now are going to wait for the rest of the race to confirm our championship win. But there we go, we have done it. Absolute domination. My best lap was a 2:03.2, which was 5.6 seconds quicker than anybody else. 34 seconds later, they're beginning to cross the line. Frischkorn picks up second and Daniel Payne's third. Greenland and Curtis come home for fourth and fifth. Garten, Tower, Coleman, Pur, Manuel Borby, David Brumler, and Tim Cox comes home a minute behind me. My teammate finishes 11th, so again, another very disappointing race. He had a 2:09.6, so really with the race pace he had, he should have been 6th. In fact, yeah, disappointing, but oh well. I have done enough to win the championship. There you go. So, the final standings are, I take the championship by 14 points over Alex Greenland, who had 4 podiums, but sadly, not 4 wins. Sonny Curtis finishes third, 123, 1 point clear of Tom Frischkorn, so only just got away with that. Daniel Payne is 5th, Rodney Tower is 6th, Tom Garten 7th, Alfie Pur 8th, Dennis Pullman 9th, Manuel Borby 10th, David Brumler, my teammate, is 11th, and Tim Cox is 12th and rounds out. As for the constructors, Dexburn Motorsport will wrap that up with the most consistent team. Van Racing comes home in second, and unfortunately we couldn't do much to stop their assault, but we round up being third in the constructors, which is not too bad on pretty much what has been a solo effort from me the whole championship. But here we go. Yes! Unbelievable, we have done it. The championship is ours. I can't believe it. What a drive. That has won us the championship. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have won it. 4 podiums, 4 wins, and 155 points. Has won us the championship. And we get an achievement with that. I'm seasoned, which is completed the first season. But there we go. And we have successfully completed the Ginetta Juniors Challenge with 8 podiums, 8 wins, and 320 season points. Unbelievable. We've also got an accolade, 1 Ginetta Juniors UK Finals. So that's another one to add to the collection. And then we've unlocked another invitational event. But there we go. So with that championship to our name, that sees us move into Tier 5. So, the question is, which one are we going to go for? We have the choice of Formula C, SC Lights, or Sports Car Lights, Ginetta GT5, and the Renault UK Clio Cup. I'm feeling like I definitely don't want to do Ginetta's again, so I'm probably going to skip over that one. The Renault Clio Cup is definitely not one I'm pitching to, so it's going to be between SC Lights and Formula C. I need to see what SC Lights are, but as you can see there is nothing now. We got 3 things. Aaron, fantastic work there. That makes it 3 in a row, right? Keep it up. Anything you need, just ask. Aaron, congratulations. Shame we missed out on the Constructors title, but you winning the Drivers' Championship is fantastic for you and great for the whole team. The team will be determined to do better next season. Congratulations, Aaron. We are all delighted for you. It's a great feeling to be the team with the best driver in it, that's for sure. The manager's throwing a party tonight. We'd all love to see you there. Right, so I need to go have a look and see what SC Lights are. So we're going to go into here, which is the free play, and have a look. So, SC lights. I do not see any of these SC lights it talks about. SC lights. Okay, well, I don't know where SC lights are, but this is Formula C, which would see us racing in these, which is a small Formula 1 car. Could be a viable strategy. We've got that, or we've got SC lights, which I'm trying to find out what the heck an SC lights is. Is there... So, you'll have to bear with me a moment, so I'll probably cut all of this out. Okay, the S-car lights are a small radical, basically. So based on where we're headed, we've either got a small radical or Formula C. Right, so basically, the SC lights are... Where's radical? Pretty much something along the lines of these. Except I can't find a proper one. But yeah. We'll have another message. Oh, invitational. Right, so, yes, we have Formula C, sports car, GT5. One thing's for sure, I'm not doing the Renault Clio car. I need to go see what the GT5 Ginetta looks like. Okay, so it's basically the same car, but only for more weight, but more horsepower, more top speed. So essentially, it's essentially just an upgrade. Yeah, I don't know if I think that people will want a variation, so I think, as I don't really particularly want to do Formula C, I'm gonna go with the sports car lights. So here we go, this is what I'm gonna go into. Sports car lights. So this would be seeing us racing similar circuits. So we've got the Euro Championship and the UK Championship. If I don't go with that, then we've got Formula C, which has the US Championship or the European Championship. So you can choose which one you want to do. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to do this. Right. And for a change of scenery... No, I think we're going to keep it in the European. So here you go. Right, so we are going Formula C, people. I've decided. I've changed my mind. I'm going to go Formula C. So here's the teams we can drive for. And we get to pick whatever team we want. So obviously I can see there is no 7 here. So what's the closest number we got to 7? Probably car number 9, isn't it? So we're going to go OBX Watches Racing. Contract is signed, and there we are. We are here. So, here we go. We are moving on to Formula C now, so that's where we will pick up the next episode. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then be sure to slap that like button down below. Comment, share, and subscribe for more, and until next time, I have been That Automotive Guy signing off. Goodbye.